What's going on in Valley Sports? Back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Edwin Diaz and why I think Edwin Diaz is the perfect match for the Toronto Blue Jays this offseason. Of course, Edwin Diaz, most recently New York Met, is a unrestricted free agent, so the Toronto Blue Jays are able to go out there and sign Diaz if that's the route they want to go, and I don't see why they wouldn't want to go that route. Edwin Diaz is 31 years of age. He's going to be 32 at the start of the season, and of course, he's one of the best closers in the game. He started off with Seattle, played his first 3 seasons of his career there before moving to the Mets, where he's been for the past 6 seasons. In his 9-year career, he's got a sub-3 ERA, but this past season, he was lights out. A 6-3 win-loss with a 1.63 ERA and 28 saves. Edwin Diaz is one of the best closers in the game. You know what you're going to get from him. He's consistent. He had a bit of an off year in 2024 off the injury, but 2022 he was insane. 1.31 ERA, 32 saves. He's consistently a very, very good closer. And I think the Blue Jays got to go out there and spend on a closer, and there's no one better to do it with than Edwin Diaz. Of course, he brings that mojo, that swagger into the 9th inning. He throws that hard fastball. Just a perfect fit for the Jays. You get Jeff Hoffman, you move him to the 8th inning as your setup man, and you bring in Edwin Diaz for the 9th to be your closer. He is a tremendous pitcher, one of the best in the game, and I don't see why the Blue Jays wouldn't go out there and give him a big contract. They're rumored to be in on a big-time closer, and they want to sign a closer. Ross Atkins didn't commit to Hoffman being the closer next year. He kind of committed to him not being the closer and sort of being more of an 8th inning guy. I think that's the right move. There's a few other options for the Jays in free agency, of course, outside of Edwin Diaz, but Edwin Diaz is my favorite, one of my favorite players in all of baseball. I just think, him and Vladdy, they would get along real well with a lot of other guys on that baseball team. So I think this would be a tremendous opportunity for the Blue Jays to sign a guy for 4 seasons to be a shutdown closer, something we haven't had here since really Roberto Osuna was the last, serious closer that we had. And so this would be a great opportunity for the Blue Jays to get a big time name at the closer spot. I would give him 4 years, $100 million. I don't think there's anything wrong with giving this guy $25 million a season. You take a look at, closing ball games, he would be able to do it. And if we had Edwin Diaz this past year, we're probably World Series champions. But I think this would just be the perfect match. Now, ultimately, do I think the Blue Jays are going to follow through with this and sign Edwin Diaz? Probably not. I know they're in on him, and they're going to make a push for him, as they are with probably every other free agent. But you take a look at our track record and with what other teams have this need. Diaz talked about it yesterday. He still said there's about a 50-50 chance he goes back to the Mets. And, of course, the Dodgers are going to be willing to give him big money as well. So if I had to guess, it's up to these 3 teams, the Jays, the Dodgers, and the Mets. There's no reason to believe he's not going to end up with the Dodgers, unfortunately, because they just they overspend and they will just give everyone what they want and just outbid everyone else. But hopefully the Blue Jays land Edwin Diaz. That would be a pretty special player to get and a guy who really can bring some mojo to the bullpen and some excitement to the fan base. He's a tremendous pitcher. Like I said, one of the best closers in all of baseball. Let me know what you think down in the comment section on Edwin Diaz. Would you entertain the idea of him coming to the Jays? I don't see why you wouldn't. I would give him 4 years, $100 million. I think that's a fair deal for a closer of his caliber. But let me know the good stuff down in the comment section. Where do you think he'll end up? And please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We'll see you guys on the next video. And as always, let's go Blue Jays.